Welcome everyone. In this video I'm going to show you where to find all the collectibles and keys in chapter 11 of The Evil Within. The first one that we're going to pick up is a key. So when you start the chapter you'll be here in this water. All we're going to do is make our way out to the road where we can kind of head the way that we have to go. But before we continue on, if you take a look to your right you'll see this carousel. Depending on how long it took you to get out here, you may have to wait a minute because it is on a specific one. But once it gets close enough to you, just go ahead and shoot it, and then the key will rotate with the carousel for you to pick it up. This next one isn't hard, but it could be confusing to pick out the exact location if you're not familiar with this chapter. So we're just going to follow it from the carousel. And in between here and the actual inside area where we're going to find the map fragment, it is incredibly straightforward. Everything is shifting around you, so it doesn't really leave a lot of options for you to change your path. You'll be getting close when you see this open sign outside the hole in the wall. And that's when you're going to want to actually look out for the collectible. So we'll kind of go through these doors until you see the jukebox. And once we see it, that's when we're actually going to veer off to get the collectible. So you'll see it right there, and you're going to want to turn to your right. And once you enter this room, you'll see the magnum on the table to your left and the map fragment on the wall. The key for this next collectible is going to be the old-fashioned keys. So you'll be in this area, the guys will break through that door, that's where you'll go to get the key ring, and then you'll be able to open this door. From this point we're going to make it down to the bridge where it'll collapse underneath you, and that's when you're going to get the key. But I left all this in here because I didn't want there to be any confusion because there are a lot of different water parts in this chapter. And this collectible kinda sucks. So my personal recommendation is that you move forward and get the checkpoint here in just a moment. That way if something does happen to mess up or you break the statue somewhere where you can't access the key, you can just reload your checkpoint. So all I'm doing is moving up because again I want to get the checkpoint really quick. And then for the key we're going to have to turn around and kind of swim and knock it up this way. And for me the safe way was just to kind of push it as close to the tunnel as I could get it. You can push it on, you know, the thing by the car or around that area if you feel comfortable doing that. But this was just a thing, kind of a fail-safe thing for you guys to do it however you wanted to. But all you're going to do is push it up to a point where you can actually walk to pick up the key. And that'll get it for you. For these next two collectibles, they're going to be in the save area. And you're going to kind of be forced here after you have the fight with what Sebastian refers to as a fake Rubik. Once you finish the fight, he'll be like, huh, some kind of fake or whatever. Once that happens and you move forward, it's going to put you into the save area automatically. And once we're there, we're just going to pick up a newspaper from the newspaper rack and the missing persons poster from the bulletin board.
You gotta be...
Detective,
Are you alright?
you do realize there would be no one to replace me.
These next few collectibles are going to be really close together. So you'll come to a point where you're having to ride this lift over and all these enemies are coming and they're throwing things at you and shooting at you. And it'll be after you kind of had to power this thing up and fight through the opening area. They were using the kind of lift things like this before, so this will be after that. Once you finish riding it over, it'll kind of give you this view. And then if you look to your left, you can see the map fragment when we rolled down. So to pick it up, all we're going to do is walk over and drop down, and then crawl underneath to get it. From this point, we're going to get another key, and it's actually in one of the drink machines. Now you have to be careful with these things because they usually have bombs in them as well. So if you press it too many times, you'll end up with a bomb instead of it, and if you're not quick enough to stop it, then it will blow you up. So just press it twice and you'll get the key. From here, we're going to pick up an audio tape in this office area. So when you come in this room, you'll see the save door right there on your right. We're going to come there next, but before you do, just look in the back and you'll see the tape player by the microwave.
Somehow I can see that light. That shot.
And now we're just going to make our way back to that save door so we can pick up the document. As soon as you open the door, you'll see it right here in front of you on the shelf. You'll pick up this next one after you rescue Kidman. So she'll come through that door, these double doors will open. You have to go down the stairs, but before you do, click on the button for the elevator. And once it opens, all you have to do is shoot the statue for your key. I'm going to take this one from the elevator just because I feel like it is one that would be easy to just walk past if you weren't paying attention. If you're looking for more of a vocal cue, something you can look for is Sebastian asking her if she's had any nosebleeds or headaches or anything like that. Once you go through this door, it'll initiate that conversation, and that's how you'll know you're in the right place if you don't want to follow all of this through. Otherwise, you'll see this door right here. It kind of reminds me of a door from Resident Evil 2. It doesn't necessarily look like a lot of the other ones, so it's easily distinguishable. And once you go through it, just look directly to your left. And you'll see this kind of alleyway right here. And that's where you'll pick up the map fragment.
It's like he was turning into one of those things.
Maybe it doesn't.
You'll be getting close to the next 3 collectibles once you fight your way through this doll factory area. So you'll have to go through, get the key card, use it, go up the ladder, and then you'll see Joseph run across this bus. Once you do that, you're just going to go down this ladder, and you should see the save door right beside this yellow truck. So we're going to go through there so we can get a personal document and a newspaper, and then we're going to come back out to get a key. So hopefully you grabbed the newspaper and made your way back outside. Now we're going to head where you have to get to Joseph. But you want to make sure you don't go too far. If you do, it will end the chapter. So I'm just going to stop right here when you get to this kind of makeshift bridge area. And you'll see these 2 cranes in the sky. The one closest to you will have a statue hanging onto it. Shoot it and then move up in front of these doors to get your key. Now the key will be in front of this, so make sure you get it before you move forward. And that's going to end this chapter, so thank you so much for watching.